Hi guys, I'm Desiree. Thank you so much for joining me today. So, I want to talk about keeping motivation when you're in business for yourself. Whether you have a small business or a larger scale business, we all hit those bumps in the road where we lose motivation or we just feel super discouraged, like we're not seeing progress, we're having a lot of obstacles thrown our way. If you ever have gone through this, you definitely want to watch this because I'm going to give you some pointers on how to keep your motivation up in the year of 2023 and how to succeed this year and keep your attitudes positive. So I don't know about you guys, but having a business is super challenging. If you have a business, you know what I'm talking about. You have days where everything is going great, you're making money, your customers are happy, everything's flowing, and then you have days where it seems like every obstacle that can get thrown in your path happens. And that can be a bummer sometimes, especially like when you have a lot on your plate and you're overwhelmed. It's super hard to pick yourself up and stay disciplined and stay motivated when you have hard times like that. So, being in business, this is a really great skill set to have when you experience those challenges because they will always come and we need to learn how to navigate those, keep a positive attitude, and keep pushing forward. So for me, over the years, I mean, the obstacles are endless. Every year in business, you always experience new challenges and you have new things to overcome. But I find for myself, to keep myself motivated, I have to take care of my mind, my body, and my soul in order to come to work and give 100%. So you need time for yourself. So I feel like a lot of times when you're a business owner, an entrepreneur, and you're in that hustle mode, we get really sidetracked and we just work, work, work and we forget to take time for ourselves. And taking time for yourself is always number one on my list. So, self care is super important, whether that means taking an hour to yourself to meditate, an hour to go to the gym. Maybe you just want to go get a massage. You need to make sure you prioritize your self care because you cannot do the best to your abilities in your business if you are not taking care of you. So, we can't pour from an empty cup. Whatever it is that you need to do to relax. Maybe you just need to take a day off from social media, a day off from work, turn your brain off. Maybe you need to take an hour to yourself to get a massage. Like I said, meditate, go to the gym. You need to figure out what's going to work for you to decompress and really take care of your mental and emotional health so you can show up to work and you can be energized and be motivated. We have to recharge our batteries. It's super important. We all need that. So, secondary, one of the things that I really incorporate into my routine and my business is having a consistent schedule, using a planner, keeping my time organized. I find that planning my days out in advance and maybe not having to plan it out to the T on the hour, depending on if I'm taking clients, just having intentions set for the day and planning that out is going to help you to be a lot more productive, manage your time, get your tasks done, and then still be able to have free time in between. When your time is organized and you have an intention and a plan set for the day, it's a lot easier to accomplish things and then still have free time to do self care, like we talked about previously. So, if you guys don't have a planner, I definitely recommend getting one. If you're in a business, 9 times out of 10, I'm pretty sure you have a planner because our lives are hectic, chaotic. We have a lot going on, but you can either do digitally or you can do handwritten. I do both. So I have a digital planner in my phone that I use for my booking software for work, and I also incorporate my personal appointments into that. And I also have a handwritten appointment book slash planner where I go in and I plan my days out. So that really helps me to manage my time and mitigate stress. So, number three on the list, this one's also going to be super, super important, and we can overlook this a lot, is getting rest. So, this ties in with number one, which is self care, but rest to me, number three on the list, this is like one of our basic needs. A lot of times, I don't know about you, but when you have a lot on your mind, it's hard to fall asleep. You have a lot going on the next day, you're trying to plan, your mind's running like crazy. Resting is super important. I found over the years it was really hard for me to take the time to actually close my eyes and like rest and like take a nap, go to bed earlier. So that way my brain was refreshed. When you're working on no sleep or minimal sleep, your brain's not functioning at its highest capacity. Your motor skills are slower, your mind is not as sharp. So rest is super important. I know it sounds really basic, but getting the rest you need is really going to help you to show up and give 100% in your day. I always recommend, depending on the person, I like 8 hours of sleep. Whatever amount of hours of sleep you need to feel rested and functional during your day, please prioritize that because that is part of your health and that's also part of you creating a successful business. So, my number four on my list is going to be being mindful of who you surround yourself with. Through the years of being self employed, I have evolved a lot as a person. And sometimes as you evolve and you change and you're growing, certain friendships no longer suit you or serve the type of lifestyle that you're choosing. So don't be afraid to let people go if it no longer serves a purpose in your life, because it is very important when you're in business for yourself. You really need a good circle of people around you, because the type of people you surround yourself with is going to determine the type of future that you have. And I'm a big believer of you are who you hang out with. That saying couldn't be any truer. If you're hanging out with people who are always complaining, they always have excuses, they're always in a bad mood, you're going to tend to find yourself gradually picking up those bad habits. So I really like to be very conscious of who I allow in my space and who I share my energy with. So if you're wanting to be a successful business owner, or you already are a successful business owner, it is really important to keep conscious and pay attention to who you spend your time with, because you want a very positive, uplifting, motivated, supportive group of people around you in your life. And if they're not, you don't have to hate people. You want to love them from afar, wish them the best, but just kindly distance certain people out of your life, because you have to be able to release certain things in your life to be able to accept more blessings. So be mindful of who you spend your time with, guys. And then lastly but not least, number 5 on my list, and this one is going to be the most important, and number 5 is you. So it takes you showing up every day. It takes you getting up out of bed and pushing yourself when you don't feel like it. It takes you getting up and putting in the effort even when you don't want to, when you're not seeing results, when you're not seeing progress, when you're down and you're out. Maybe, something's going on in your personal life and you feel like it's interfering with work. Number one that you always need to succeed is to keep showing up even if you fail. Go every day, keep getting better, keep practicing, don't give up. I have had so many times where I'm just like, this is not working. I feel like I'm not making progress. I feel like this is just not it. Like maybe I shouldn't do this anymore. I've had those times in my life where I'm like, why am I bothering? Like it just feels like it's like one thing after another. But I have to take a step back and I have to remember, I want this. I don't care how hard it is. I don't care what it takes. I'm going to keep showing up and I'm going to keep doing the work to reach that level of success that I want. Number 5 on the list, and the most important, last but not least, you. So you are the determining factor in the type of life you're going to live, and the type of choices you make is going to determine the type of future that you hold. So I think a lot of times we tend to forget that we are in control of our life, and we have a lot more say so than we think. I know that we do have outside obstacles and circumstances that can come about and throw things in our path. But I truly believe, and I can stand by this through my own experience, that you are going to be the number one determining factor on how successful you are, because it is going to be based on the type of attitude you choose to carry, the type of mindset you choose to have, and the type of behaviors that you choose to place. So if you show up every day and you get out of bed early and you do the work, even if you don't see the progress, like myself, like I'm pretty new to being on camera. I'm not really comfortable doing this, but you just have to keep showing up. And the more you do it, the better you get. Like anything, practice makes perfect. I truly believe that. And if you really want to succeed, you just want to keep showing up every day, because success is a long-term plan. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. You can't show up for a couple weeks thinking you're going to get immediate results. Sometimes success happens over a series of years of discipline and commitment. I really believe that whatever you decide you want for yourself can come true. It's all in your mind, and whatever you want, like sky's the limit. So as long as you believe and you have faith that you can achieve what you want, that is the most important. Please practice a good mindset, positivity, and just show up every day and have that discipline, because it's going to lead you guys to so much success and lead you to so many amazing opportunities if you're willing to allow them and receive them in your life. I hope this video motivated you guys. I hope this helped you out. If you're thinking about going in business for yourself, or you already are, I really hope that you guys follow these 5 steps, and I really hope that it helps you have a better 2023. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you on the next one.